cornerback is going to be the move. And Cam Smith has been a name that's been on the rise here lately. It's somebody I was reading about today as being a focus for the Jaguars. And again, with these moves we made today with the running back, putting some more depth on the defensive tackle, it feels like this is the way that we're headed. The tight end pickup, obviously, that's a flashy pickup. That's something that we would like, but does it make sense? And I was actually talking with Peters about this today. He brought up a good point of adding a two-person tight end, a two tight end setup, kind of defeats the purpose of now signing Ridley, right? Because now you got Ridley, Say Jones, and Kirk. If you got a two tight end setup, one of those guys have to sit out. So if you don't go and get Ridley, that tight end position makes a lot more sense. But right now you're kind of just you have a luxury in that position, and you're just overfilling it. So it doesn't seem as necessary as maybe it once did. And I think we have to kind of, obviously, again, it's that flashy pick. It sounds really good, but is it really needed? And if we want to win now, is that the way to go? I don't think that it is. So to be fair, I think if we're sitting in this position, I'm thinking Cam Smith's going to be the guy. I know Deonte Banks, they have him at an ADP of 22.7. You could probably go either way. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I like that. I think with just basically what we've done already with beefing up the defensive line, and then obviously getting DeErnest out of Cleveland. I like that the DeErnest move right there may very well eliminate us even having to consider a running back in the draft. So that's a big, again, it kind of goes back to why I think that's a sneaky good pickup. But yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think we could see.
I almost want to take Deonte Banks because I've done this a few times and I haven't seen his name, and I know it's going to give us a grade. So let's just, for the grade's sake, obviously I know that the scouts are looking more into things, but obviously with a rank of 18, ADP of 22, that's higher than what we're drafting. I'm going to take the Deonte Banks situation here.
Deonte, I like that. Yep.
For quarterback, which now leaves us at a guard/tackle position for this 56th pick, right? So now we're looking at what's available here. Let me go ahead and bring these guys back up. Oh, whoops. On what's best available. So Luke Weipler, I want to say that's been a name that's been brought up a few times. So if he were to fall that far with an 82 overall, I feel like, it's a center, though. We're looking for more of a tackle and a guard. Tough here. Matthew Bergen, maybe. Again, this is where I don't even think these guys fall into that top list of tackles here. I got a list here. Roderick Jones. I don't see any of these names for that list. Matthew Bergen was at Ohio State, and DeJuan Jones, I believe those guys were available, no?
Yeah,
Matthew Bergen was. So they got Matthew Bergen as a top tackle. So let's go ahead and take him there. Obviously, he is first, and let's see the grade that we would receive. Just so you guys know, I did one previously. I took a tight end first. Got an A for our cornerback grade, and then a B for the tackle there. I think, obviously, like you said, adding a cornerback in this league that we're headed to with the wide receiver talent is extremely important. And obviously, blocking the kid and T-Law is high a priority. So if those are our 1-2 picks, I don't think any of us are going to be upset. This tackle position could switch. I do want to run it back one more time to take Torrance, just again because of how that falls. And let's see. I think obviously the grades are going to be a little bit lower, just based on how many times I've done this and played with it a little bit.
Yeah, look, the guard position isn't going to get the flash. It's not going to get the overall athletic score that you're going to get from one of the skill positions on the defensive side, so that makes sense. But, again, when you're drafting at 24, you've either got to be drafting for what's the most necessary position available for your team or what's the best player available. Some teams have the luxury of best player available, like the Chiefs and things like that. We really have holes to fill, so we have to look at more of a value based on pick and do we want to move around. But I think a Torrance at 24 would be a great addition considering what we need.
So here's something interesting here, right? Because I'm looking at the top-rated cornerbacks right here, as you can see, right? And so we talked about taking Cam Smith or Deonte Banks. They have him 6'7" here, right? So we took Deonte Banks on that previous one, a little bit faster of a quarterback based on this data here. They have him pretty close, right? We didn't draft them, right? And what's available is Eli Ricks and Tyreek Stevenson on this go-around, which We're talking 80. They gave me 85.5. We're talking 87.4. Not much difference there, right? They've got a little bit lower here, but Tyreek Stevenson's up there. So let's take him from Miami. Okay. And again, that's something to note about that, right? Is like, hey, is O'Cyrus Torrence that valuable? Because he obviously wasn't available this low. The guard talent that we were able to pick up, is there much difference there the farther we go down? I could see with the cornerback, it didn't seem like it was that much of a difference. This is what grade we get. We probably get 2 Bs if I had to guess. Wow. Now, is that A+ because of how late we got him? I'm sure that has a factor to it.
Yeah.
But I like
I would have to think that's the case.
I like that a lot. I like it better than the last one, to be honest with you.
I like that better too. I think maybe let's just look at the cornerback depth of what we have going into this whole thing. So you've got Christian Gonzalez.
I like this report here.
I mean, I like that. That wouldn't hurt my feelings at all.
You've got now Eli Ricks is 6'2" with a 4.49, 4.4. Tyreek's a little bit faster, but you got some height with Eli, which is nice. I mean, we could have taken him as well too, but obviously that particular system had Tyreek much higher. But we're talking 2 position difference for a whole round, where obviously O'Cyrus, according to this one here, is the number 1 interior offensive lineman. So we get the number 1 guard in exchange for the 9th player versus the 7th player if we were to take him sooner. Something to think about.
Yeah, and
playing chess, boys.
That's good. It's going to come down to what's available. If Torrance is available at 24 with the depth that I'm seeing at the quarterback position, then I think you risk it. I don't think that we're going to get Joey Porter. If a Joey Porter is available or Devon Witherspoon's available, I think you go after him because they're one of the top flight guys. But if you miss on any of those guys or they're gone, I think what you have the ability to do is to go get the best interior offensive lineman in Torrance. And you've still got so much talent sitting out there at the corner position for you on your second pick.
Got options.
You can still back that up. Yeah, you can back that up really well.
Maybe they should hire us.
The fact that we haven't had our phone ring, maybe our phones have been ringing while we're on this show. And
I have mine on.
You were probably on TikTok.
I'll check it.
You were probably on TikTok.
That was rude. Yeah, draft is 3 weeks away, boys. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna be fired up for draft night for sure.